Ladies and gentlemen, right now in front of you are three of the greatest business minds of our generation. Myself, Josh, and Toby.
I waited for you to like diss us in, didn't you?
Yeah, I was waiting for a backhanded compliment.
One of them is very old. There you go.
Ah.
Dude.
We are looking at Shark Tank pitches that got rejected that made millions. And we're going to see,
Love me some Shark Tank.
would you invest? But
Okay.
you know they're going to make millions, so realistically, it doesn't make any sense.
The answer is yes.
We'll see if we would have invested.
Jake Epstein and Joe LeMay came onto Shark Tank with their idea of the Rocketbook, a digital notebook of sorts that would allow you to write whatever you wanted and then put it in the microwave in order to erase everything. No, really, they did that on the show to prove
Why
its
the
potential.
microwave?
Unlike many who came onto Shark Tank, they proved that people wanted this item, as they went and did $2 million in them before coming onto the show. For whatever reason, though, the sharks just weren't interested, likely because they felt that in this digital world, having such a notebook was irrelevant.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't
understandable
invest.
to an extent, but it was
They're
an
all writing
opinion
on
that
pen
would
and paper still.
backfire on them big time.
But why the microwave?
Yes, it's a science thing, I guess.
I wouldn't invest
It can
in
tell
that.
you like the microwaves on the microwave would erase the pen. That's what it would say. And you'd be like, it's a science.
Oh, I ain't investing.
I had
You
something
wouldn't
similar.
invest
Because they
in that,
didn't
let's be
account for the
honest.
10 million
I wouldn't.
sales they would be getting after
I've
the
got a notebook
episode
similar.
aired. A phenomenon that is referred to as
Wait,
the
you have a
Shark
notebook
Tank
similar?
effect.
No, so my notebook, you write on it, yeah?
Yeah.
And then there's a QR code and it scans perfectly to your PC.
Okay, but that's an electric notebook.
But you can wipe it. It's clean. It's like it wipes clean. It's like a whiteboard.
Is it
but it's
is
not.
it paper though?
No.
Yeah, so it's like a.
It is,
yeah.
but it's a paper-like material though.
But this is actually just a normal notebook.
It's not. It's not. It would be similar.
But you can't
You're
even
saying
like
it'd be
get this on your
similar material, I
computer. That yours has a very very different big purpose of getting it onto the computer.
My
This
purpose
is
is cool.
So I'm saying
have to
this one
fill a
shit. I
coffee
wouldn't
mug
invest
with-
in it.
You have to fill a coffee mug with water. and
Yeah, I'm
heat
reading the
water up
instructions.
for no reason.
You're not getting my
It's
money.
pretty cool though.
Dumb.
Nah.
They took that initiative to remake the Rocketbook into the Everlasting Notebook, which got 2.5 million in
is
support
that- is
from
that book?
backers.
Is this your
And
notebook?
then
I
it
have
went
this
on
book.
to Amazon, where it became their best-selling notebook of 2016.
You have a rocket
Doesn't
book.
seem so irrelevant now.
You have a rocket book. Is it a
I
rocket
swear
book?
you got it.
Rocketbook Fusion.
You're a
Oh
nerd,
my
man.
gosh. Oh
Okay,
my,
so Josh
you can't write this.
actually would invest. I
You
wouldn't.
can't.
I did
write
invest.
this.
I've got one.
I don't know if that counts as investing.
I invested in the
Right.
company.
You got 0% return.
I invested in some respects.
You funded them, and you don't know their background. Maybe they're Nazis.
Why?
Maybe
Whoa.
you just funded the Nazi party.
Okay, we're
Maybe,
moving on.
maybe, it's
No,
possible.
stop. We're moving on. We're moving on.
Chef Big Shake.
I'm in.
Buying more into you
I'm
than
in
a big
today.
dive in buying
I'm
into
in.
the business. I'm out.
Food is a pretty popular thing that is taken
hungry.
to Shark Tank, believe it or not. And people from all over come to make suggestions in regards to what could be the next big food trend, such as shrimp burgers.
I'm out.
No, I'm not kidding you. Shrimp burgers.
Fish
People
boy.
all over actually do enjoy burgers that are made out of shrimp, apparently. And one of these guys is Sean Davis, aka Chef Big Shake. Went to the Shark Tank to help show off his specially made shrimp burgers. And even these hungry sharks couldn't deny that this was quality food. The problem with the pitch was very common, which is often a sign of a lack of business sense, something very common on Shark Tank. So none of the sharks made an offer that filled his need.
Didn't have numbers.
But after the episode aired, a group of people from Davis's hometown came together to make him an offer that far outpaced what the Sharks offered.
That's wholesome.
And because of that, his stuff is found in 800 stores across the US. And
Mad.
now
Let's go.
it's up to 2,500.
Now you
That's
got a
a
boat.
massive jump in only a few years' time. Another jump that happened was his profits, as he went from getting around $30K a year for his burgers to getting over $5 million.
Madness.
Yeah,
Nah.
king.
They say
King
victory
shit.
tastes sweet, but I think in this case it tastes like shrimp. 6. Kodiak Cakes.
Kodiak Cakes is a flapjack and waffle mix. It's unique because it's made with 100% whole grains.
Sometimes people come on to Shark Tank really needing help, and they know that they can make things work if they just get the backing. But the sharks aren't willing to bend, such as when Joel Clark went to Shark Tank to pitch his business Kodiak Cakes. What made this such a heartwarming story was that his business was inspired by his mother, who for a long time would actually go door to
out.
door in order to sell people her popular
You're a
recipe.
prick.
Him
I don't
and his
believe in
brother were
sub stories.
inspired by this and thus opened up a business where they sold not only her recipe, but other products that had
They
a similar
stole-
homemade quality to them.
They stole their
Mom's
mom's
recipe.
They
recipe.
ran the company for
Wow.
over a decade, but weren't getting what they want to, no matter what they tried or whatever deals they made. So they went to the Sharks. But the sharks weren't buying what they were selling. Kevin O'Leary even called their products a commodity. They didn't believe that the brothers had sold about $3.6 million worth of products that year. So they didn't give them a good offer, which they are surely regretting now.
I'm out.
Because if you head to 2018, you'll find that not only did the brothers get a bunch of sales over the years since Shark Tank, their annual sales are over $100 million. Think about that. $100 million for a commodity. That's what the sharks said it was. That's a valuable commodity. And you know that their mother is looking upon them with love and a smile.
Fair enough.
Can we take like XIX to Shark Tank?
No, and hope we get rejected and then we make millions.
Exactly.
You can be in this compilation.
Yeah, and we go, our projected...
And then we can make more content.
Our projected revenue is 10 billion.
They say, no, it ain't.
Yeah, and then guess what? We're on the next compilation. They earn 20
and then we
billion.
react to it.
Yeah, and then we earn more money from reacting to ourselves. Oh, it's a cycle.
5. Zero shoes.
Barefoot is not always appropriate. That's why I developed Zero Shoes.
No.
Original barefoot wear.
Let's be honest,
Open
Shark
toes,
Tank gets a
please.
lot of weird pitches from people. And sometimes if you don't see the appeal in it, why would you back it? For example, when Lita Phoenix and Steven Sanchin came on to pitch their Zero Shoes line, you could see why the Sharks weren't impressed at first. These two were self-proclaimed long-haired hippies, and they made a line of shoes that made you feel like you were walking around in bare feet, but having more covering you. This was done via special materials that made you feel lightweight and not boxed in like regular shoes.
The shoes
It's hard
are
to
okay.
picture, yes, but they were clearly in the know about what their shoes could do, which is why they said their product line was worth $5 million. That's a lot, and because of this, only one of the Sharks even attempted to make an offer. And it was much less than Lita and
said it was
Steven
worth
wanted, so they left. By 2015, thanks again to the Shark Tank effect, the duo sold over 1.5 million products.
Oh my.
And in
Products.
2017, they grossed $5.2 million
Hey!
in profits. And with new ideas and concepts in their Zero Shoes line, those profits are destined to rise even higher. Bet the Sharks wish they didn't tell these two to get stepping. 4. Icon LLC.
It's actually mad how much something can blow up in America and we haven't heard of it at all.
Because this country's so
Different
bloody
world,
big.
bro.
I know, but like, if that shoe was an English thing, you would see people wearing it, or you would have heard of it, or you would have
You've
seen
heard
it
of
in
it,
a
yeah.
shop.
I think, right, Stephen Tries should make his own compilation channel.
Oh, 100%.
Why have you just?
Because all these Americans, like, these American compilations have these voiceovers, and they make some weird puns. I'm thinking, you know what? If Stephen Tries did this, it'd be incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You're
Know what I
absolutely
mean?
spot on. And we would
Like-
react to every single one, Stephen.
Steven Tries even less.
The owner of Hycon LLC.
Jeff Stroop was a guy who
That's what I
wanted to
say
help
when I go
people
to
with his
shoots.
product, which is a very nice gesture when you think about it.
Nice.
But truthfully, his item
You
would
can appear on the
actually
show
save
too.
lives when it went into production. He made a special fire hose and attachment that would actually allow firefighters to latch on the hose to a fire hydrant in a quicker amount of time than they were
Sick.
right now with their current attachments.
Mad.
Anyone who has dealt with fires before knows
shit.
that seconds factor into how deadly a fire can be.
Okay, so
and
how is this
quickly
getting
it can be
rejected?
put out.
What's their reasoning?
Probably a shit business plan.
He probably
It'd
wanted
be like,
bare
there's not
money.
enough fires in the country, so you want to invest.
He wanted bare money, that's what it is.
Yeah.
His journey to Shark Tank was so that he could expand his reach and, by extension, help more people. Here's the twist. Shark
Nice.
Mark Cuban made an offer to Jeff, a very good one, and Jeff accepted. But once the show was over and the deal was made to be finalized, it didn't work out. However, this was a blessing in disguise. For once he was free of the deal, he was able to build up the company his way. And the Shark Tank effect helped him to get his product out there to more people without having Cuban's influence on the product. Cuban
Jeez.
himself offered $1.25 million to buy out the whole company, as well as other benefits for Jeff. But now, Hycon LLC is worth many millions of dollars. So while it was nice that Cuban tried to help, he probably should have
tried
tried
the
to
whole
help in a
company.
better way. Oh well, live and learn, Cuban. 3. Sell helmet.
What?
I'm in.
Is when you hurt your business model so much, I have to punish you. I just don't know how. It's a profitable venture.
Look at your cell phone right now.
Okay.
How many times have you dropped it?
None.
How many times have you had to replace your phone because you
None.
cracked your screen?
Never.
Well, David Artuso and Mike Kane came up with a simple idea to fix it, or at the very least, make sure it was harder to break. They came up with Cell Helmet. This was a case that would encompass your phone and ensure your glass screen
so it's
wouldn't
actually a
crack
helmet.
without significant effort. But just as important,
So they're
they
gonna
had
attach
a
it to
warranty
the head.
system that would guarantee immediate fixes should something happen to the phone with a Cell Helmet on it. So not only were they making the product, they were promising to keep it functional should something go wrong
OG
with
Rhino
it.
Shield.
You'd think that this kind of customer service would be appealing to the sharks, as it would show that they care about the customer even after the product is bought. But they weren't. They saw this warranty as a way to get scammed. Not to mention, there could be other big name companies who could do this better without the warranty issues, and thus the duo were rejected. But not long after, investors rushed in to pick up what the sharks wouldn't. And because of these offers, the Cell helmet can be found in 3,000 stores across the US. In fact, it's fair to say that some of you watching this video right now either have the Cell helmet or have an offshoot of it. So, don't knock kindness is the lesson here. It might cost you money. 2. Lip bar.
Oh, have you built this?
It's actually being converted in Detroit right now.
Oh, that is such a bad idea.
Melissa Butler and Roscoe Spears didn't make a good first impression when they came onto Shark Tank. They made themselves look like fools a bit, even getting the sharks to say out loud that their lipstick line was a bad idea. If you know the realm of beauty products, you know that there are many different brands, and each offers something different. And true to form, Lip Bar was a brand of high-quality products, and they had an interesting array of shades that actually did impress the sharks. The problem, though, was that the ladies didn't have a very good business plan, which, again, is common on Shark Tank. Add to that, they had a marketing strategy that was still partly in development.
So you get the business side.
Yeah. Like as much as
they
they
want to see that you can show that you have business acumen.
Yeah, but as much as you are there for the money as well, you're giving a percentage so that they can help you grow it to be 10 times the size.
Yeah, they just want to know you know your numbers. Like we made this much profit, this.
Didn't impress the sharks at all, so no good offers were made. That being said, some magazine people were watching that episode and contacted Melissa and Roscoe not long after. This allowed them to show off their lipstick line to various companies. One such company was Target, who now owns the line exclusively in their stores, which has made the ladies very rich and profitable. So while part of the blame was on the ladies, it was also the sharks' fault for not seeing what the potential of this could be in the right hands.
It's like he just lips the crayon, bro.
1. Doorbot.
Okay.
Who's there?
It's Jamie.
Come in.
When Jamie Siminoff
sounded
came to Shark
confused.
Tank, he went and pitched the Doorbot. He labeled it as a new form of home security, and he was right. It was something new, for it would actually go in place of a doorbell, and when you tapped it, an image would be sent to your phone, tablet, or various other smart devices to let you know who was there without you having to peer outside of a peephole or window. Sound familiar?
It's called Ring Doorbell.
It should. But, as noted in the intro, the art of the deal is vital in Shark Tank, and Jamie wasn't the best prepared in terms of his numbers. So by the time he was done with his pitch, he only got one offer, and it wasn't the one he was hoping for. So he turned it down. After his appearance, though, Jamie got a ton of attention from outside investors, including the one and only Richard Branson. They all saw the potential in this device and knew they had to invest in it. So they did. Then in February of 2018, Amazon, yes, that Amazon, decided to buy the company for $1 billion. It's now called Ring, and it's being used not just by many around the world, it's being shown
I'm not gonna lie, this
in
seems like a
TV shows
no-brainer.
and commercials, including a string of Geico commercials and more.
The name
After
change
the
is big,
massive success of the Ring, one of the sharks actually noted that he was jealous that this happened without them, and he wished he had made a better offer. Yeah, given its success, you probably should have.
Doorbot. Ring.
Yeah, you're
I feel like
absolutely
he
clear.
must have like really messed up that pitch.
No, it's literally a no-brainer.
Yeah.
A bill. Yeah, safe.
And you kept it as himself. He could have lost half the company, you know?
Yeah, true. Catch Sidemen and XIX and Sides all on Dragon's Den next year.
So we can get the Shark Tank effect.
Wait, serious question. Serious question. Do you ever see us doing something like this? Let's say we all get RPs up like 30-30. Would you like be a shark?
I pitched this idea 2 years ago.
Oh,
Make it a
yeah, I
separate
would.
show.
I would, yeah.
Should we just run it?
I'd run it.
We need more moolah.
KSI will do it.
We'll make it happen. Sidemen Shark Tank coming soon.